Day 8. We had a really good night's sleep last night. Peace and quiet at this little spot. Although you can see we've got some heavy shipping going by behind me. And not 30 minutes ago we had a couple of typhoons fly over at low level. That was pretty cool too. I think it's freshen up time. We're going to take a walk through the forest here and then going to head on around the island. I think probably do some stone circle exploring today. Rather than jump in the van and spend all morning driving, we're going to walk one of the two trails they got here at Fishnish. This one is a woodland loop. It's only about 1.5 miles, so it's not too long. And we've just had some fresh coffee from down at the ferry terminal. There was a hide down at the place where we stayed, and there was a little whiteboard or marker board with a little log of what sightings there have been in the area, and apparently eagles are quite common. I don't think they're right here, but hopefully we'll see some eagles today. Mind you, it's going to take some beating from the stags we saw yesterday. Fingers crossed. That was not the most exciting of walks, but it was a walk. Got us out, got us some fresh air, got us to stretch our legs, which are all good things. So let's push on down around the Isle of Mull. First stop for us is Duet Castle, with a noisy dog locked in the car in the background. We'll probably just have a stroll around the outside. As I've said before, going inside these places isn't really our thing. There are some pretty cool views off to the sea. Oban is over there somewhere, and we can see one of the ferries coming across. Moving on around the west coast and down onto the south coast of Mull brings us to Lochbuie, which is stretching out in front of me. We are camped up behind me in a little camping area, bit of a wild camp, and we are now about to take a walk over to find the stone circle. And apparently there are also some standing stones alongside the stone circle, but we'll find out when we get there. The tide is out. Karen is doing her usual, her favourite, looking for small stones and for shells. So we're going to head on round the north coast of the Loch itself and find these standing stones and the stone circle. And by whizzing round 180 degrees, you can see the Loch behind me, stretching out towards the sea behind that little headland. What a gorgeous little spot. It looks like there's about 4 camper vans up where we are. So again, a little bit busier than we'd like. Ideally, 1 camper van like we had last night, but we'll take what we can get. We're on our way up to the stones, and here nestled in the beach on the shores of Lochbuie is my castle, or the remains thereof. It was a bit of a faff getting here, but we have found the standing stones and the stone circle. So we're in the middle of the circle. Let's see if we can get them all in by going around 360 degrees without getting dizzy and falling over. It's a level of coordination that is probably well beyond us here. But we're well over 180. 270 degrees, almost. And there we go.
Yay!
Back to where we started. As well as the stones in the circle, there are a number of standing stones. First one is here. This is right outside the circle, beside Karen. If you can't see it, Karen is pointing it out. Over in the other direction, we have a taller standing stone, and apparently there's a third. And here's stone number 3, about 40 metres further on from stone number 2. Who needs Stonehenge? There is a little cafe on the beach here, and as we got back from our walk it was closed, which has meant that the car park opposite has emptied out, which in turn has given us much better opportunities for camping. So we have moved the van around to right behind me, which now means our side door opens straight out onto the beach. Karen is way over there, checking out the beach.